Candidate for Governor Jared Polis is a very wealthy man, and the money he's made first came into question when he ran for Congress. Well, now a new ad by the Republican Governors Association brings it up again in Polis's bid for governor.
This time the ad features our political reporter, Sean Boyd, and neither she nor CBS 4 condone this. Here's her reality check.
If you saw my response to the last ad that used my work, you know I don't like it and I don't have control over it. In this case, the ad uses part of a question I asked Democratic gubernatorial candidate Jared Polis at a primary debate.
For 5 years, though, before you entered Congress, you paid no federal income tax. And have used onshore and offshore Cayman Island accounts to avoid paying taxes.
I think that's, completely appropriate.
That's misleading. Polis never addressed the tax haven question, only the question about his income tax. And there was a lot more to his answer.
Well, first of all, I paid a heck of a lot of taxes in the years I made money. When you don't make money, you can't pay taxes. And since I've been in public service, my expenses have been greater than my income. And that's simply the fact. And I think that's, completely appropriate.
It's also revealing. If Polis' expenses have been greater than his income since he entered public office, which is what he said, that would mean he hasn't paid income tax for far more than 5 years. But there's no way of knowing unless he releases his tax returns, and his campaign has refused. While Polis didn't answer the question about onshore and offshore accounts, here's what you need to know. In terms of onshore tax havens, he has several companies with addresses in Colorado that are incorporated in Delaware, a state that allows companies to shift income from states where they actually do business to holding companies in Delaware where they aren't taxed. As for offshore accounts, his financial disclosure in 2008 listed him as a director of a limited partnership that managed investments in a Cayman Islands corporation. Polis told me only foreign investors had money in the Cayman Islands account. His money was all in American accounts. Less than a year after he was elected, both the partnership and corporation were dissolved. As the Polis campaign points out, nothing he did is illegal, but it does set him up for attacks like this.
Jared Polis didn't pay income taxes, but he wants to raise yours.
That's partially true. According to the tax returns he released a decade ago, there were years in which he did pay income taxes. As for raising your taxes, he has introduced a bill to repeal the new federal tax law, which lowered income taxes for most Coloradans. Bottom line, Polis is wealthy enough to drop more than $18 million of his own money into this race so far. But that opens him up to scrutiny, too. And unless he releases his tax returns, we really don't know what taxes he has or hasn't paid since he went to Congress. Frankly, his Republican opponent, Walker Stapleton, also a wealthy man, should release his tax returns, too. And I've asked for them. I'm Sean Boyd. That's Reality Check.
You can see all of Sean's reality checks on CBSDenver.com, and she also shares her sources online.